Clopay and Nidek Minster welcome you to this broadcast of high school girls basketball on NKTelco Sports. We're at Sidney High School where the Russia Raiders will take on the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sidney All-Glaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, Cargill, and NKTelco bringing you this evening's girls high school basketball game from Sidney. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me tonight, Brandon Coverman, to provide the color commentary for tonight's opening night of high school basketball in our area. And it's great that we can do basketball again. We had a great season last year on NKTelco Sports with so many successful teams from our coverage area. And tonight we really have an interesting matchup with a larger school in Sidney and a smaller school in Russia. These two teams have a lot of experience back. They had good seasons last year, and this opening contest really is a very interesting matchup.
Yeah, I think you take a look at all the opening night contest here in the area, and I take a look at it, and I see based off of what happened last year, I'm pointing to this game and saying this is the one best in the area, really in the Shelby, Mercer, Auglaize, and Darke County area. I'm looking at this game right here as the premier matchup. First off, taking a look at really the Russia Raiders coming into tonight. They're going through a transition change. Andy Timmerman, after 5 years, leaves, goes to fellow NKTelco school, New Bremen, to take over at his alma mater. And in comes a familiar face on the Russia side, and Paul Bremagen, who was head coach of the Russia boys team from 1984 to 2015, won 438 games in his time, his tenure as the Raiders coach. Went over to Troy for a couple of years, bumped up that win total to 471, took a couple years off, now back on the Raiders sideline with a redone coaching staff. Still Bruce Borchers on the staff from last year, so fairly new coaching staff for the Raiders, but a lot of players back last year. They lose 3 seniors, Kendall Monin, Caitlin Monin, and Ashley Scott, but they return a lot of good players in all Shelby County selections. Kate Sherman and Edison Commit, Ella Haney, also Cece Borchers, Reese Gubos, Sophie Francis, Simone put off a couple players who saw extended amounts of playing time for a team that finished district runner-up last year, and a team that's got aspirations to win their first Shelby County title since 1994.
And the Russia Raiders and Coach Bremagen, you know, he's on the edge of history of 500 wins. He's not very far away with, what was the total?
471.
71 wins. So it could be a historical kind of season, or at least I'm sure all the Raider fans would hope so. Let's flip it over now to the home team, the Sidney Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Jackets, the last 2 seasons under Jamal Foster, have really resurrected the program. 15-8 in his first season, and they won the Valley Division. They come back last year and they finished 16-6 in his second year, and again win the Valley Division. And they've got some standout players, young standout players, and you really got to believe that Sidney is on the edge of some great things here for this season and in the next couple of seasons.
Yeah, you have to be impressed with Coach Jamal Foster and what he's done. This team a couple years ago did not even win a game. Jamal Foster basically took over what was a dead program at the time and has really resurrected it. And it helps when you've got good players in Allie Stockton and Lexi Brewer who are going to lead that charge. That's going to be interesting to watch them tonight. Also, Kiera Johnson. You have a freshman, Jordan Scully, starting tonight. Reagan Clark. Not a whole lot of size for Sidney, but they're very athletic and very explosive. And it's going to be a great matchup to watch. You're going to watch really good defense from the Shelby County League that you always expect versus explosive offense from the MVL, which you always expect to see as well. Should be a good one.
Great matchup. We've got Russia and Sidney here on NKTelco Sports. We'll return with high school basketball. You're watching NKTelco Sports.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our New Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? NKTelco Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. NKTelco is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at NKTelco Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with NKTelco.
Back here at Sidney, the introduction of the starting lineups about to take place here at the home of the Yellow Jackets. Our starting lineups tonight all brought to you by Sidney All-Glaze Audiology, as the public address announcer here at Sidney begins to introduce the starters for the Russia Raiders. The Raiders under Coach Paul Bremigan, 16-10 a year ago and 7-5 in Shelby County Athletic League play under head coach Andy Timmerman. And introducing the starters, number 3, C.C. Borchers, a junior. Number 4, a junior, Kate Sherman. Number 10, a senior, Ella Haney. And number 14, a junior, Reese Dubois. And number 21, a senior, one of 2 seniors in the starting lineup for the Raiders. Number 21 at 5'11", a senior, Sophie Francis. So it's Borcher, Sherman, Haney, Dubois, and Francis for the visiting Russia Raiders. Now for the home team, the Sidney Yellow Jackets, our starters tonight. Yellow Jackets, 16-6 a year ago. Kiara Huggins, a sophomore guard, number 1. Number 3, Lexi Brewer. Number 5, a freshman, Jordan Scully. And number 23, Allie Stockton. And number 34, a junior, Reagan Clark. So it's Hudgens, Brewer, Scully, Stockton, and Clark, our starters for the Sidney Yellow Jackets under head coach Jamal Foster. Our starting lineups all brought to you by Sidney All-Glaze Audiology. Now for our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. First for the visiting Russia Raiders.
Thanks, Dave. And first, looking for the Raiders, they want to win the rebound battle. They don't want to give Sidney more opportunities. They don't want to let them get out and run. They need stop penetration because players like Stockton and Brewer, they can break you down fast in your defensive half court. The Raiders cannot allow that to happen. And they need to be patient on offense, get your opportunities, and see where they're at. Looking on the flip side for Sidney, they want to play a full-speed game. They want to run and gun. They want to spread the wealth. And they also want to play solid on both ends.
And our keys to the game tonight all brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. We're underway. Sidney with the first shot of the season. It's off target from three-point range. Raiders with it. As anticipated, the Yellow Jackets applying the pressure. Ball tipped out of bounds. Sidney will inbound it as we get comfortable in our first few seconds of the 2021-22 high school basketball season here on NKTelco Sports. Borchers to the baseline. Short jumper, no good. Rebounded by Stockton. Up court quickly. Yellow Jackets way over to Scully. She'll shoot the 3. It's a little bit hard. Rebound comes down to Borchers. Here come the Raiders. Across the timeline. Left side Borchers. Back over to Gubeau. Looks inside for Sherman. Tipped away. Almost a turnover, but now Francis will have it. Sherman puts the ball on the floor. Back out front. Dubois will go to the wing. Out front is Borchers. Now Sherman will have it. Borchers looking for the shot. Gets it back out to Haney. Haney to the baseline. Good defense there by Stockton. Yellow Jackets trying to come up with a turnover and a jump basketball. So Sidney really playing very, very aggressive as one would anticipate.
What the Raiders have been struggling in the half court early on is they're not very spread out. They're very jammed together. They got to spread that offense out there a bit. It's creating tight passing lanes, and Sidney's taking advantage of it early. And it's really weird to see Jordan Scully, a freshman, popping 2 fast threes not even a minute into the game. So that freshman is not shy, to say the least.
Sherman over to Goubeau. She'll shoot a 3, a little bit too strong. Rebound. Yellow Jackets, up court comes Brewer. Back out to Scully, open for the 3, gets a good look, and there's our first points of the season, Brandon, and the freshman connects, and it's 3-0 Sidney.
Well, and I guess she's going to pull it. She's pulled it on 3 possessions, and it finally falls there for Scully.
Up court comes Francis. Goubeau in the wing to the left side. Back over to Borchers. Borchers goes inside. Haney tries to work on the block. Yellow Jackets will double team her. Good defense. Sherman, 15-footer, a little bit short. And there's going to be a foul on the rebound as Kiera Hudgens had the rebound. And the foul will go against the Russia Raiders. And that's CC Borchers will pick up the first foul.
It's very, very enclosed in the half court. They've got to spread it out. That was a nice defensive half court set there by Sidney.
Scully with the basketball. Back over to Brewer. Brewer trying to go down the lane. She'll pull up, but that's going to be a turnover for Sidney.
First one of the night there, and Sidney going to pick up in the full court.
Francis will inbound it for the Raiders. In a little bit of trouble, but gets it into Goubeau. Back to Francis, who will work on Lexi Brewer for the Yellow Jackets. There's a reach, and that foul will go on Brewer.
That's one thing I think the Raiders need to look at, is looking at getting the ball on the inside. If you've watched Sidney play, Brewer and Stockton are aggressive, which works good at times. Other times they get in foul trouble. If you remember that tournament game they were in last year against Beaver Creek, they got into foul trouble early, and that's what let that ball game get away from them, and that's what the Raiders need to focus on right here.
Back door. Francis, shot doesn't go. Rebound up by Haney, no good. Backside rebound by Sophie Francis, and she put it back up and draws the foul.
And there are 2 great looks at the basket, just missed, but Sophie Francis going to the line here.
Officials for tonight's game, Chris Bransom, Chris Schaup, and Brett Barnes calling it tonight. Raiders looking for point number 1, and there it is. Sophie Francis with the made free throw. And with 5:30 to go here in the opening quarter, Raiders are on the scoreboard. Second free throw. Also good on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. 5:29 to go. Opening quarter of basketball. It's 3-2. Sidney with the lead as Stockton, or rather Brewer, goes down the lane and makes it, and it's 5-2 on Brewer's made basket. Lead back to 3. Goubeau working against the press. Almost taken away there by Lexi Brewer, right in front of the Sidney bench.
And really, Sidney being very, very aggressive here early on. And that's how they want to play. They want to run and gun. They want to make it a physical game.
Borchers out front. Tries to get it inside to Sherman. Taken away there by Clark. Battle for the ball, and going to be a timeout. Arushi, they'll take a break. We'll take a break. 5 minutes to go. Opening quarter. Sidney 5, Arushi 2. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Rushi will inbound the basketball as Francis will toss it in and Sherman will have it. Rushi, Kubo, double team. Back out to Francis. Borchers makes the cut across. Francis back over to Borchers, looks inside. Haney's got position, puts it up. She'll draw the foul. That'll be on junior Reagan Clark.
You know, Clark did the right thing immediately, doubled. They got Haney under the bucket, but credit Haney, she made a nice move on the inside to get open, and they're collapsing hard on those bigs because we know that Rushi has the advantage in size.
Ella Haney with the made free throw. That makes it 5-3. Four minutes and 39 seconds to go here in quarter number one of our 2021-22 season. Haney's second free throw good. Raiders pull to within a point. Brewer with the basketball. In the wing is Hudgens. Over on the left side is Stockton. Clark with the shot hits the edge of the backboard. And it's going to go out of bounds, apparently deflected. First substitute, number 22, Simone Putoff will come in for the Raiders.
Putoff will bring a little bit of physicality, I think, what the Raiders need in a matchup like this.
Larkin Vordermark also in the lineup for Sidney. Jump shot by Hudgens, no good. Sherman with a rebound. Kubo back over to Sherman out front. Over in the left side to Borchers for the three. And CC Borchers, the junior, connects. And the Raiders have their first lead of the night at 7-5.
Good patient offensive set. Get the wide open shot. Well ran by the Raiders.
Stockton down the lane. Boy, she made that look easy. Allie Stockton. And Sidney tied it up at 7 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Stockton's first bucket of the night. Inside Haney, back over on the right side. Borchers to the baseline. She'll draw the foul, and much to the chagrin of Sidney coach Jamel Foster, foul will go against Kiara Hudgens. That'll be her first foul, and Yellow Jackets' fourth on the night. Borchers' free throw rims in and out. We're tied on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard at 7-all. 3:36 to play. Quarter number one.
I think one other thing you're going to have to look for the Raiders, too, is bench depth. How deep is their bench?
Vordermark will handle the basketball off Clark's rebound. Back out front to Hudgens. Hudgens goes to the right side and Scully. Yellow Jackets run their offense. Pass intended for Vordermark. That's going to be a turnover, but Hudgens picks up the loose ball for Sidney, and it goes out of bounds off by, I believe, Hudgens. So Rushi will have it and have a chance to take the lead with 3:17 to go.
Sidney applying again that full court pressure. That's important. If they get those buckets, those transition buckets, and they get right into that full court press, that's key for them.
Coach Foster said it's going to be a 94-foot game if the Yellow Jackets have anything to say about it. Applying the pressure.
Ooh, she out-carried it. Borchers got away with one.
Haney, turnaround jumper. Boy, nice shot by Ella Haney. Rushi gets a hard-earned bucket there, and they're up 9-7.
Haney's grown a couple inches over the summer, too. She's going to use that size her advantage, and Sidney's going to double her all night when she gets the ball in the block.
Hudgens shot off target. Gubeau will have it for the Raiders. Up court, Putoff. Back over to Ella Haney. Timeout, Sidney. 2:40 to go as the Raiders jump out to a 4-point lead. Our score, Russia 11, Sidney 7. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Allglaze and Sidney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Back here at Sidney, the Yellow Jackets take the timeout, all brought to you by Precision Strip. Precision Strip bringing all the timeouts here this season for NKTelco Sports. Yellow Jackets trying to regroup. They are down by 4 as the Raiders, a couple of good offensive plays to go up by 4. Shot from the outside by Scully, and I'll tell you what, the Yellow Jackets are not afraid to put it up.
And there's a Raider turnover and just a frustration foul. You're up 4. You cannot get in that track meet with Sidney. You get up by 4 points, you got to slow the game down a bit if you're the Raiders. I know you're a little excited because you're playing better, but just to try to wear out Sidney here who wants to run and gun.
Yellow Jackets, they get it to Stockton, down low, back over to Vordermark. Short jumper is good. 11-9. Sidney stops the Russia run as Gubeau handles it, double teamed in the wing. Put off inside to Haney, looks for Sherman, but Stockton will intercept it for Sidney. Yellow Jackets on the break, up by Hudgens and assist Stockton, and we are tied at 11 all.
And the Raiders fell exactly into the trap that Sidney planted. And yet again right there, great timeout by Coach Foster.
Kiara Hudgens will go out. Good defensive play. She'll catch a breather as Lexi Brewer will come back into the lineup for Sidney. Maya Monin in for the Raiders. Brewer handling the basketball. Looks for Clark, but Haney will have her hand on it, and it's going to go off. Clark and Russia will have created the turnover.
It seems like immediately as the Raiders come over at that backcourt, that one defender on the wing will swing over. Raiders got to avoid that, and they've got a great break here.
Khalees McNeil into the lineup for the Yellow Jackets, another freshman for Coach Foster. Scully back over to Brewer. Down the lane, it doesn't go. Haney with the rebound. Looks up court, Gubeau will bring it across the timeline. 1:16 on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Haney back over to the left side of Gubeau. Put off will come out. Francis will handle it. Put off down the lane against McNeil. Short jumper is good. Nice play by Simone. Put off, and the Raiders go up 13-11 as we go under 1 minute here in the opening quarter.
If you watch Simone put off, that's her patented play right there. Put her head down and go.
And that's going to go out of bounds and off of Stockton. Sherman will come back in for the Raiders as Francis will inbound it. Hudgens into the lineup for Sidney as Stockton will catch a breather with 44 seconds left in this opening quarter. Gubeau loses the ball. Picked up there by Brewer. Down court, running jumper, no good. Rebound. Francis will come up with it. Put off will go to the right side. Francis down the middle with Vordermark on her. Vordermark going for the steal, but Francis will come up with it. Put off Short jumper. It's going to roll home, and Simone Putoff. Last 2 buckets by Putoff have given the Raiders a 4-point lead.
And that got a nice, friendly visitor roll right there for Simone Putoff. Didn't look very good from the beginning.
Had the right touch, she did. And it's 15-11. And that's going to end the first quarter. On our First National Bank Think First scoreboard, our score, the Russia Raiders 15, Sidney 11. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Crown Equipment Corporation, Grand Lake Health.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Back here at Sidney, and our first 8 minutes of basketball in the books, and up-tempo, but a pretty well-played first quarter of the season for these 2 teams.
Yeah, and if you look at the scoring, Ella Haney leading the Raiders with 6, Simone Putoff with 4, Sophie Francis with 2, Cece Borchers with 3 for Sidney. Lexi Brewer has 4, Larkin Vordermark 2, Jordan Scully with 3, and Allie Stockton with 2. A very well-played first quarter. Sidney controlled it really for most of the first half of the quarter. The Raiders took control eventually and now has this 4-point lead. And really 2 different styles of play here colliding, which makes it an interesting matchup.
Yep, Putoff comes off the bench, picks up a couple of baskets to give the Raiders a 4-point lead at 15-11. Stockton with the basketball. Sidney has it as we start the second quarter here on NKTelco Sports. Hudgens gets it down the lane, goes Stockton, puts it up and in. Allie Stockton comes in, averaged over 16 points a game last year. She made that one look easy down the lane. There's the steal. Hudgens tipped it away. She'll get the pass, but the shot doesn't go as Brewer fed her nicely. Haney back over to Borchers. Stockton all over her. Double team now, but they get it away and they set it back up. Francis gets it back over to Monin. Monin on the baseline. Shot no good. Here comes Stockton. Across the timeline. Pushes it up to Brewer, and Alexi Brewer will tie it up with that basket.
Raiders have to play a little more precariously with that lead. They are getting too sped up in the half court. They are playing to Sidney's pace. That cannot happen. The Raiders have to dictate the pace in the half court that can really get Sidney out of their passing lanes. That can score them easy buckets like they did when they got on that little run in the first quarter.
Lexi Brewer, the junior, steps to the line. She averaged a little over 10 points per game last season. Connects on the free throw and has a 3-point play to boost Sidney into the lead. Yellow Jackets come right back with that pressure, and it's going to be out of bounds. And I think that's off Monin, so let's see what the call is here. Let's see, they're going to bring it up court.
It's going to be on Scully.
So it'll be Russia basketball, and Goubeau will handle it on the inbounds pass. Working against Hudgens. Back over to the right side of Monin. Monin looks inside. Haney's there, and Sherman will get it inside, but it's tipped away, and there's a reach. And I think that's on Kate Sherman with the reach. And at time, the foul will go.
Kate Sherman been pretty quiet here through the first half of this game. She was the Raider leader in scoring last year.
That foul will go against Ella Haney for the reach. 16-15, 1 point. Sidney lead. Stockton back over to Hudgens. Scully, who's fired him up from the wing over to the right of Hudgens. Brewer goes to the corner. Hudgens with the short jumper, no good, and Sherman clears the boards. Putoff will have it now for the Raiders. Back over to Sherman, 15-footer. A little bit short. Putoff inside for the rebound. Haney has it, turns around, puts it up and in.
I think the most amazing part of that play was Simone Putoff, who passed it to Sherman, ran all the way and got that rebound. Nice job.
Stockton trying to go inside against Putoff. Running right-handed shot, and she'll draw the foul, and Stockton will go to the free throw line. That's going to be on Reese Gubeau. That'll be her first foul of tonight's contest. 5 fouls overall for the Raiders as Stockton goes to the line. About a 61% free throw shooter from last season, Stockton. She'll connect, and we are tied at 17. Sophie Francis back into the lineup for the Raiders. Stockton's second free throw, no good. Battle for the rebound, and Kiera Hudgens will have it. Scully thought about it. Pass over to Clark. Shot partially blocked. Haney had it, taken away by Hudgens, and the freshman sophomore puts it up and in.
Nice job there by Brewer on the second chance there for Sidney.
Gubeau, Hudgens, there's the steal by Stockton. Up and in, and that'll make it 21-17, 4-point Sidney lead. And Arushi will take the timeout. 5:21 to go. Our score, Sidney 21, Arushi 17. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
And the momentum shifts to the Sidney Yellow Jackets as Coach Bremingen takes the timeout for the Raiders to stop the roll that the Yellow Jackets are on, and they enjoy a 4-point lead. There's a long pass. It's going to be picked up by Clark. That'll be a Raider turnover. Here comes Hudgens. She's got Scully in the wing. Hudgens puts it up. Shot no good. Sherman will take it down. It's going to be a reach there by Clark.
And I was surprised. Thought it could have been over back. Thought there could have been a block or a charge. Nothing called there. The refs letting them play there on that possession. The Raiders are really struggling with that Sidney pressure. They need to calm down, slow it down. Now you see Riley Hammond's in the lineup. A new look for the Raiders.
Francis up to Gubeau. She's in the wing. Gets it back over to Sophie Francis. Guarded there by Hudgens. Francis to the basket. Shot no good. Rebound by Putoff, and she'll draw the foul on the rebound. Let's see who that's against. That'll be on number 5, Jordan Scully. That's her second. The freshman for the Yellow Jackets. Guilty of the penalty is Simone Putoff will go to the free throw line. Shot a little bit too strong.
And I think in a game that's, Sidney's wanting to play fast, Simone Putoff is an ideal player for the Raiders to have and to get a lot of minutes tonight, to really be aggressive and to fly around the floor for Coach Bremagen's squad.
Stockton back into the lineup for the Yellow Jackets. 3-point lead for Sidney as they have the basketball. Brewer back over to Scully. Goubeau comes out on her, takes the three away. Back over to Hudgens for a shot just inside the arc. Rebound comes back out to Scully, but she'll turn it over. Francis on the break against Stockton. She'll pull it up, takes the shot. Good defense by Stockton, and the rebound will come down to Brewer. Scully in the wing, but they'll go to the left side and Stockton. Stockton tries to go inside. Good defense there by Putoff. Francis will come up with a rebound. Goubeau has it, pushes it all the way up to Putoff. She'll take the shot and draw the foul, and it doesn't get the roll for the Raiders. Shot goes, and she goes to the line, Brandon. She'd have a chance to tie it up. Now it's going to be at the charity stripe with Simone Putoff.
She made a nice defensive play down there. I'm more impressed with that defensive play. She played nice and straight up on Stockton there to not foul. You see someone as quick as Stockton, as talented as she is, come barreling down the lane. You want to slap at her and, get a hand in, and right there, Putoff played disciplined, and she's playing really nice. I think in a game like this, like I said, she's got to get a lot of minutes.
Ella Haney comes back into the lineup for the Raiders as Hammonds goes out. Putoff's free throw brings the Raiders to within a point. As you can see on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard, 21-20 our score. Down the lane goes Brewer, shot off and off the glass. Well, I'll tell you, you really got to close the lane out on Sidney or they'll really take advantage of you.
Absolutely, and that was one of our keys to the game, and Sidney has executed that penetration, much to the frustration of the Raiders here tonight.
Sherman out front, looks inside for Haney, tipped away. McNeil will come up with it. On the break, Hudgens off the glass, no good. Putoff with the rebound. Goubeau, she'll pull up. Stockton on her. Now Goubeau is greeted by Hudgens. McNeil again for the steal, but she's going to carry it that time. Boy, alert defense by McNeil, but that's just a little bit too long of a pass for the Raiders to make.
Yeah, and it's called telegraphing the pass. You're being obvious. It's like a quarterback. You read the eyes of the quarterback, so to speak, and you see where the ball's going there. That was too easy there, but Sidney, unfortunately for them, turns it right back over. That's where the Raiders have struggled. 10 turnovers, and I know it's the first game of the season, so you got a little bit of a, quote, excuse, but you can't have it against a team like Sidney.
Goubeau has it, back over to Haney. Raiders trying to get into their offense as Brewer with the steal, but ball is going to be grabbed by Maya Monin, but her feet were out of bounds, so
Raiders going to bring in Kelby Dosek, a junior in the lineup, getting her first action.
Dosek, number 32. Inside it goes to Stockton. Francis on her. Stockton brings it back out. Looks at McNeil. McNeil can't get open. She'll toss it all the way over, and that's a turnover as Haney will come up with that intercepted pass. There's a reach, but Goubeau does not get the call. Dosek turnaround jumper doesn't go. Stockton had the basketball, and it goes out of bounds, so Raiders will inbound it. Back out front to Dosek. With it now is Francis. Back over to Monin. Monin will handle it out front. Brewer on her. Goubeau will have it now. Francis against McNeil. Loses the ball, and here comes Yellow Jackets. They are on the break. Brewer, left-handed shot, no good. Rebound, Hudgens, short jumper. Kiera Hudgens. Sophomore hits the bucket. She had averaged a little over 9 points a game last year as a freshman. Francis trying to take it inside. Shot doesn't go. Haney with a rebound up and in. She's got 10 as she moves into double figures with 2 minutes to go here in the first half of basketball, and it's 25-22 Sidney with a 3-point lead.
And not to say anything with parity, Dave, but these Raiders in Sidney over the past 20 years have played 4 overtime games, so a lot of tight contest.
Lexi Brewer with the shot, no good. Monum with the rebound, gets it off to Goubeau. She'll race up court with the basketball. Hudgens on her. They're double teamed. There's the steal by Brewer. She'll go in for the layup. And Sidney now has a 5-point lead.
And Brewer's just been dominant here tonight.
Just can't get into that double team situation. Francis against McNeil. Looking inside. Outside jumper by Haney.
Wow.
Count it. Did she call it, Brandon?
Yeah, I don't know, but that was First National Bank 3. And
you bet.
Wow. What a game so far.
That makes it a 2-point lead for Sidney. Boy, that's a big shot.
Boy, you're the Raiders. You need a hold here right now to keep you within a possession in halftime and try to drain the clock.
Stockton down the lane. Left-handed shot, no good. Haney with a rebound. Goubeau will have it. Stockton grabs it, and we're going to have a jump ball. And possession arrow, I believe, favors the Raiders.
And this is a point where I think you can sit, relax, hold the ball till halftime. Sidney's going to have the arrow coming out, but I think you just relax here and you try to get a last shot.
35 seconds. There's the
that
pass
works
to
too.
Sherman. We are tied at 27 all.
And Kate Sherman's first bucket of the night as well. Very quiet first half for her until that.
Right time for Kate Sherman to come up with her first basket. We are tied at 27. Stockton for 3, no good. McNeil with the rebound, and let's see how they call this.
They're going to call that on Kate Sherman. Tough break on her. It looked like she's boxing out. It looked like McNeil really got on her back there. But kind of an unworded shot by Stockton.
Inbounds pass intercepted. 15 seconds. Sherman going for the layup. Doesn't fall. Put off, and Stockton with a rebound. 10 seconds are left here in the opening half, and it's going to be a jump ball, which will favor Sidney on this possession.
And that's the 13th Raider turnover. A wide open shot there, and you got a good look for the Raiders. They've executed well in this last 10 minutes. A good opportunity here for Sidney to get something here right before half, and they get the ball coming out.
Here comes Brewer down the lane. Stolen. Francis trying to get it up to Haney. Hudgens better shoot it. 3 in. Hit the back of the rim and out. And so we would anticipate ending up in a tie, wouldn't we, Brandon?
We would. It was a great first half.
Our score, the City Yellow Jackets 27, the Russia Raiders 27. You are watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
When I graduated from Salina, I didn't know much about the job market here.
I knew I wanted to come back to the area.
I went to Hometown Opportunity where I was looking for a local job.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me.
Linked me directly with those local companies.
And the last 6 months have been wonderful to feel that family environment again.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Back here at Sidney, the Russia Raiders and the Sidney Yellow Jackets all knotted up at 27 all in a pretty entertaining first half of basketball for the first half of the 2021-22 season. Let's take a look at our numbers, and I think that will reveal some of the things that took place here in the first half of play.
Thanks, Dave. And our stats brought to you by Wagner's IGA. And the Russia Raiders, looking for them, 9 of 24 from the field, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc, 14 turnovers, which is really the big story. They were doing good early on with not turning the ball over, and then they got into a habit of turning it over. They got 16 rebounds. They're 7 of 10 from the foul line. On the flip side for Sidney, they're 12 of 29, 1 of 5 from 3, 7 turnovers and 11 rebounds, and they are 3 of 4 from the foul line. Scoring leaders here so far: Lexi Brewer has 9, Kira Hudgens 6, Larkin Vordermark 2, Jordan Scully 3, and Allie Stockton 5, all for Sidney. For Russia, 3 points from CC Borchers, 2 from Kate Sherman. Ella Haney has a baker's dozen in 13. Sophie Francis with 2, and Simone Putoff with 7. And again, our stats and recap brought to you by Wagner's IGA.
Yeah, those turnover numbers really loom large for the Raiders. 14 turnovers. And of course, Coach Foster said, we're going to play 94 feet. That's one of the keys to the game, and that's the full intent for the Yellow Jackets, is to keep this a high up-tempo kind of contest with pressure defense and double teams as often as you can get it. And it's been a tough first half there for the Raiders with those 14 turnovers.
And it happened right there, what the Raiders probably talked about right there. Lexi Brewer, nice job getting right into Reese Guba's grill, so to speak, and causing a turnover there right away. And the Raiders, you know, they're going to see a team like Tri-Village in the Division IV. It's a great example of what Tri-Village is going to give them right there.
3-point shot by Scully, no good. Clark with a rebound, back over to Hudgens. Short jumper, no good, and the rebound will come down to Borchers. Double teamed after the rebound. Quickly come the Raiders. Haney puts it on the floor inside the paint. She'll get it back out to Gubeau, working on Scully. Raiders will set it back up. Borchers is out front. Back over to Gubeau. Francis looks inside for Haney. They'll get it to Sherman, who will connect on a 17-footer. And Russia has a 29-27 lead.
And Kate Sherman's got their last 4 points. I think she's finally starting to come out of that volleyball funk. The Raiders were playing it 2 weeks ago, so tough for them to address this game as well.
Scully's shot goes in and out. Haney with a rebound.
Nice trap in the half court. Sidney even pressuring off misses too, and that's really loomed large in the Raiders' turnover woes tonight.
Sherman, turnaround shot, no good, and Reagan Clark will get the rebound. Lexi Brewer now with it to the corner, and Hudgens back out to Clark. She'll take the 3, and Reagan Clark, the junior, connects.
That's Clark's first bucket of the night. She works her way in the box score.
Sidney with a 1-point lead at 30-29, and boy, they just continue to put the pressure on the Raiders in the backcourt. As Scully went for the steal, it goes out of bounds, but Scully picks up foul number 4.
That's really early, and we see Larkin Vordermark back in the line. Raiders need to use more ball fakes, too, to get Sidney to overcommit, try to take advantage of that as well. I think Sidney's starting to get that telegraphing passes down from the Raiders. Ball fakes can do really well in getting around that high-tempo pressure that Sidney's doing a really nice job of applying here tonight on the blue and gold.
Simone Putoff enters the Raiders lineup. Pass over to Francis from Borchers. Putoff had it. I think she might have been wanting to take a shot, but it goes to the floor. Haney will save it. Putoff to the baseline. Gets it back over to Borchers, and she'll draw the foul from Lexi Brewer, number 3.
Boy, and really can't blame Brewer there. That was a nice job by CC Borchers leaning into contact. Brewer was kind of just caught in the middle, and she kind of just had to take the contact.
Free throw goes in and out, and Brewer picks up her second foul with 6:07 to go here in the third quarter play. Opening night of basketball here on NKTelco Sports. We are tied at 30. We've got a good one. Inside Clark, off the glass, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Sidney.
Sidney got off 5 quick shots in 2 minutes compared to the Raiders 2. It just shows you the contrast in styles here early as they run the stack formation.
Brewer will inbound it. Hudgens Picked up by Haney. Kiera puts it on the floor. Short jumper is short, and Haney will get it. Borchers. Francis behind her. She'll get the pass. She's open. She'll take the three. Shot no good. Rebound. Comes down to Brewer. Brewer navigating the court. Going for down the lane. She'll pull it up at the free throw line. Clark open for three. Rims in and out. Scrap for the rebound. Loose ball picked up by Francis. Stockton goes for the steal. Raiders will have it. Borchers on the right side. Hudgens on her. Nice pass inside to Sherman. Boy, what a nice assist by the Raiders that time.
And Kate Sherman's starting to get on a roll. Her and Reagan Clark are really starting to battle here in this third quarter. Nice Euro step, and Sherman with the swat.
Great defensive play by Sherman. Haney trying to go inside. Off the glass, and Ella Haney got 15. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Our score, the Russia Raiders 34, Sidney 30. Timeout brought to you by Precision Strip. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Kennedy Garage. Don't cuss, call us for all your auto repair needs. Busher's Market. Big and small engine repair in U-Haul. Find us on Facebook. Superior Aluminum Products. Join our Superior team today. Next Generation Kitchen and Bath. Design your next kitchen or bathroom project with us. K&M Imports. K&M Imports Sales and Service. Breichman Sales and Service. Ag Chemical Distributors. Rushi Inn and Tavern. Home and Interiors. Sassy Sisters Designs. Sassy Sisters Designs Home Decor and more. Francis Manufacturing. Francis Manufacturing in Rushi. Forever Fit. Forever Fit 24/7. Borchers Floor Store.
Russia Raiders up by 4 as Coach Jamal Foster takes the timeout for the Yellow Jackets. And as I said, our timeout's brought to you tonight by Precision Strip.
This has just been a great battle here. We cannot ask for a much better treat. We anticipated it in the pregame, and it's delivered here so far. And a rare miscue for Sidney. That's their 8th turnover of the night. They didn't really have too many of them to start, but they've done a pretty good job of taking care of the ball. We know in the beginning of the season that it's always tough to take care of the ball. It's just, you're trying to get the rust off still here in the first month of the season.
Borchers across the timeline. Hudgens on her. Francis back over to Sherman, who's had a pretty good third quarter for the Raiders at the free throw line. Back over to Borchers, and CC Borchers connects.
And the Raiders have not taken very many threes, but they're 3 of 5 when they've done it. So nice job and efficient shooting for the Raiders when they're open.
Biggest lead of the night for either two team. Brewer down the lane. She'll cut that lead to 5.
Lexi Brewer, so smooth. Nice job. Raiders late on penetrating or helping the penetration, and nice job by Lexi Brewer. She's an outstanding player.
Borchers.
Wow.
CC Borchers, what a shot.
She just, I think, threw that up blindly, but nice play by CC.
But it counts.
It does.
Puts it down on the floor. It's going to go off the Raiders. Clark a little frustrated with herself as...
Thought there might have been a little contact down below. Saw a little hitch in her shot, but I thought it might have been something could have been called down there, but not according to the baseline official.
Khalees McNeil into the lineup for Sidney. Brewer will inbound it. McNeil goes to the corner, back out to Hudgens inside the arc. It goes into Clark, out front to Stockton. Shot no good. Sherman with good position. And let's see what they call here, if it's going to be a jump ball or if there's a foul. Could be a big foul here if it's on Clark.
And it is on Clark, and they're going to call a hit. No intentional there. But
that's
Sidney,
her third.
Yeah, Sidney, sometimes that aggressiveness, they got 3 fouls compared to the Raiders. None here so far can hurt you in that way.
Haney gets it into Putoff. Putoff will bring it up court. Stops her dribble. Stockton on her. Back over to Haney, and now Goubeau will have it across the timeline.
And the Raiders running the offense, doing the right thing here with the largest lead of the night. It's what they need to do.
Haney.
Wow, nice play by Haney.
Count it. 9-point Russia lead and 17 for Haney. 41-32 on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Ella's highest total last year was 22 points against Covington.
It's going to be a foul as Stockton took the ball to the hoop and draws the foul. That's going to go against Maya Monin, just into the lineup on the last dead ball. In fact, we've got another substitute now as Sophie Francis comes in for Russia. Larkin Vordermark into the lineup for Sidney. Brewer inbounds it to Hudgens. Dubois will defend against her. Back out front, Brewer. McNeil, good block there by Haney.
And I think that was a gift to give it to him because it was out off Sidney, but I think there could have been a foul called there on the block. I thought McNeil got hit there on the arm. They're looking for that secondary action off that out-of-bounds play, and it worked. And I think Sidney didn't get the foul call that they should have got.
Stockton has it out front. 3 minutes to go, third quarter here on NKTelco Sports. On the First National Bank Think First scoreboard, Stockton inside, no good. McNeil comes up with a rebound, short, and Haney. I'll tell you, Haney and Sherman just controlling the boards.
Absolutely. They have done a nice job here. Kate Sherman really took a while to warm up, but now she's going.
Nice feed inside, but Francis can't hit the shot. But Put-off will put it back up and in. And I believe that's, 9 for her?
Yes, and the Raiders are 7-10 shooting is what I got them here in the second half. It's been crazy fast-paced here in the second half.
Brewer, rebound shot no good. Francis and McNeil. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Raiders. Raiders are up now by 11 points. This game was tied at 27 at halftime, and no team was able to get more than a 4-point margin until this third quarter, and the Raiders have gotten a little bit of breathing room here, 43-32.
They've been efficient. They're 7-10, while Sidney's 2 of 16 shooting here so far, and a fast break for the Raiders.
Put-off inside. Stockton with a block. Boy, what a nice defensive play by Allie Stockton. As Kiera Hudgens, the sophomore,
and there it looks like they're going to bring in Jordan Scully, who has 4 fouls. She's got to check in, but
Scully will come in, and Hudgens will try and regroup. Hopefully it's not serious for the Yellow Jackets. Hudgens a vital part of their offense and defensive schemes for the Yellow Jackets.
One thing that Russia can take advantage tonight, maybe not now, but they do play here in the sectional tournament. So something for them to have a nice advantage of seeing the court here at Sidney.
McNeil muscles it in after shot blocked on the first attempt. She gets her first basket of the night. It's 43-34, a 9-point Russia lead.
And now Raiders got to take it out right in front of that Ruckus City student section. Great showing here tonight by both student sections here. Hats off to them both with having fans back. That's one thing I think we're going to enjoy this season, having fans back, Dave.
Raiders will turn it over. Yeah, it's nice to have a noisy gym with some folks in the stands. That's for sure. Good ball game here. Our opener here on NKTelco Sports. Sidney and Russia down the lane, up and in as Jordan Scully comes in the game for Hudgens, has 4 fouls, makes the move inside and gets the bucket, and the lead now at 7.
Nice play by Scully there on the inside. Takes the shot fake. Kate Sherman out of position. She gets the contact and the harm. Nice job there by the freshman. What the Raiders need to do is slow it down here a bit. Sidney's desperation, if you have them down by 11 late in the game and late in the second half, when you play fast pace, your desperation increases. Raiders have to use that to their advantage.
Sherman pulls down that rebound after the missed free throw. 7-point Russia lead. Inside they go to Haney. Haney off the glass. What a nice move by Ella Haney.
Now I'm running out of room to write points for Ella Haney. 19 points for her tonight, 6 in the third quarter.
Honorable mention, all Shelby County Athletic League. Lots of improvement by her. You can tell that in this game number 1 as she grabs the rebound after Stockton's miss. Francis goes inside. Sherman all alone, and Sidney's defense leaves Sherman open, and Sherman with the score. 1:06 to go. Timeout taken by Sidney here on a precision strip timeout. We'll keep it right here, and Yellow Jackets find themselves down by 11 points.
Ella Haney, really, just phenomenal. When I was thinking about this matchup, you knew, if you know any of these teams from what they did last year, and I saw both of them often last year, is you knew the Raiders had the size advantage, and that was one thing that they were going to have to do. And after it was a really slow start by Kate Sherman, who was the lead scorer last year, averaged 8 points a game, has now really 8 points in about a quarter span, and Ella Haney has now dropped 19, nearly matching her season high from 22 from last year. Those two combined averaged 17 points a game last year, and now they've exceeded that total with 27. So nice job done by them. Sidney has just got to get back to applying that pressure, forcing the Raiders in turnovers. They've only had 2 this quarter, so that's what Sidney needs to do to adjust and get back in this ball game.
Lexi Brewer will bring it up court, defended against Sophie Francis. Stockton has it now, put off on her. Stockton will do a pull-up jumper. It's short. Rebound. Clark had it, but knocked out of bounds by Borchers.
And a nice effort by CC Borchers to get over there. Reagan Clark had the attempt at the strong side rebound. Nice job by CC to not foul.
Brewer will inbound it as Clark will go out. Back into Hudgens. Haney on her. Now put off. Hudgens loses the dribble. Tipped away there by Haney. Stockton, good defense, and that's a turnover by Sidney on the Russia defense. And Haney will take the assist, score off the nice pass, and they're up by 13, 49-36. Stockton looking for 3. It doesn't happen, and Borchers will grab the rebound. CC gets it up to Sophie Francis. There's the steal by Vordermark. 15-footer, banks it home, and it's 49-38. Final seconds of our third period here on NKTelco Sports. Sherman, going to be tipped and out of bounds. The Russia faithful would like to have seen a foul there, but they're going to have a nice lead as we move on to the fourth quarter. Our score, the Russia Raiders 49, the Sidney Yellow Jackets 38. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Serving education, healthcare, government, industrial, and commercial businesses, Securcom of Minster has been the provider of safety and communication solutions since 1998. As a locally owned and operated company, Securcom staffs highly skilled technicians and certified installers, fully capable of handling all your design, installation, and maintenance needs. They specialize in the integration of fire alarm, door access control, surveillance cameras, phone systems, fiber optics, and data and cabling. And
not every kid wants to go to college. Some kids work better with their hands.
It's a good thing that they come and they learn hands-on.
Once you gain a skill, that's yours.
There's always room for advancement within the trades.
Conditioned to believe that you had to go to college to be successful. And now I genuinely think that trade skills are extremely valuable, and we need a lot more people that are willing to go that route.
Goodyear Shoe Service.
I'd like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school basketball game on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Tonight's game between Sidney and Russia being replayed Wednesday, November the 24th at 7 p.m. and Thursday, November the 25th at 9 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. If you're watching it live, welcome back, and Haney goes for the bucket.
She's got a LeBron James right now, 23 points for Ella Haney, the senior. What a way to kick off her senior season.
That's a career high?
That's a career high for her as a varsity player, yes.
23 points, put off, back over to Haney.
I do it.
Ella Haney brings the Russia crowd to their feet here at Sidney as the blue and gold applaud Haney. And as the Raiders have upped it to 15 points, largest lead of the night.
Wow, just what a second half showing here from Russia so far. Really changed the pace of this game when they cut down on the turnovers.
Scully's shot no good. Sherman will take that rebound away from Clark. Borchers. Francis is over to the right, guarded by Hudgens. They'll bring it back out to Sherman. Sherman looks inside. She'll pull it back up. Gets it back over to Putoff. Guarded closely there by Scully. Raiders can afford to take some time off that clock. They look inside for Sherman, and a nice defensive play there by Reagan Clark. And Yellow Jackets trying to make a rally. Stockton. Shot a little bit strong. Borchers sneaks inside for the rebound. Fast break to Haney. Haney pulls it in. Finds Borchers. Shot doesn't go. Borchers with her own rebound puts it back up and in.
A nice job by CC Borchers to stick with it. Nice feed by Ella Haney. Borchers in double figures now, I believe, for the Raiders.
Got a whistle. Got a timeout brought to you by Precision Strip. Our score, Russia 55, Sidney 38. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Park National Bank, Cargill, St. Henry Bank, Chiltex LLC, Speedway Lanes.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our new Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Sidney takes the timeout, and second half play by the Russia Raiders. They outscored Sidney 22-11 in the third quarter, and they have just simply gotten their basketball legs in this second half.
And they have. And they only had 3 turnovers this second half compared to 14 first half turnovers. That makes a huge difference in your chances that you get. And you see the Raiders, when they take care of the ball, they have that inside advantage. Basketball is all about taking advantage of your matchups, and the Raiders have done that here tonight.
And I think their defense has been exceptional here in the second half as well.
And yeah, and you know, it's interesting to see Coach Bremingen coming from the boys' side to the girls' side. You know, how do you adjust? It's a different game. It's a different pace. And he's done a nice job coaching here so far against a very good Sidney team.
Clark puts the shot up, and Sherman will draw the foul. I think that's her third foul. So Sherman, with 5:51 to go, picks up foul number 3 as Reagan Clark will step to the line.
Yeah, and two things, too, is the Raiders haven't been playing together long as a team with the deep volleyball run that they had at the regional tournament, and that's been huge. And I think a huge thing in the second half has been the emergence of Kate Sherman. She was quiet until the end of the first half, where she got a lone bucket, and then she really started exploding off, and that's why a big reason why the Raiders have this lead right now.
16-point Russia lead. They'll bring it up court. Dosick into the lineup for the Raiders. Clark with the interception. Back over to Stockton. She'll shoot the 3. It goes in and out. Tell the Yellow Jackets have had no luck from the three-point line.
No, they have not.
Bordermark will knock it out of bounds.
And I think that's been a big thing, too, in the rebounding, is they haven't had luck in that. And the Raiders have dominated the glass here tonight. For Russia, they are dominating that by at least 10 rebounds. It hasn't really even been close. They have crashed the glass with that size advantage, and that's made the difference.
Inbounds pass goes to Haney. As you look up court, Goubel will run the cut across, or rather put off, that is. They get it inside to Haney, and there's going to be a foul inside. And I think it might be on Clark.
I think it is.
And that's number 5, I believe.
Yeah, and she's pleading with the official. That's 4. Yeah, you think the Raiders, too, they have the size advantage tonight, but when they play Minster tomorrow night, they're going to face a nice player in Ella Mesher, where they're not going to have that same size advantage they have here tonight.
Clark will come out, and McNeil, a freshman, will come in. Clark, a junior. 16-point Raider lead. McNeil will have the basketball up court. Hudgens on the break. McNeil battling for the rebound, and there's going to be a foul. I think that's on Putoff. Simone Putoff will pick up the foul.
Simone Putoff the victim there on the foul and make a mistake in the foul.
Her first foul as Hudgens will inbound it. It's going to go down to Borchers, will pick it up. This is the lefty, but Putoff's right there to put it back up and in.
And nice job by the Raiders reading that inbounds play too.
Scully looking for Vordermark. She loses her balance, picks it up, handling the basketball. Francis on her. Vordermark down the lane. Shot just doesn't fall, and Borchers will come away with a rebound. Goubot on the left side gets it inside to Haney. Stockton tips it out of bounds, but let's see who the call is against. It's going to go against Allie Stockton, number 23, the junior. Picks up the foul as Scully will go out.
I have the Raiders right now, and I don't know how accurate my stats are, but 15 of 21 shooting here in the second half.
That will win you a few games. Goubot off the front of the iron, no good. Here comes Brewer. Up court quickly. Down the lane, there's the running right-handed shot, and it's 57-41.
Brewer with Baker's dozen here tonight.
There's a steal by Brewer, up and in. 57-43, 14-point lead. Sidney just full pressure. Ruschi will take the timeout. Our timeout's all brought to you by Precision Strip. Our score, Sidney 57, Ruschi 57. Try that again. It's
First
a 14-point lead. Ruschi 57, Sidney 43. We'll be back right after this on NKTelco Sports.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Ruschi takes the timeout as Coach Paul Bremingen wants to talk about it. Yellow Jackets picking up a couple of points, cut the lead to 14, and just want to basically work on how they're going to approach this pressure defense the Yellow Jackets are throwing at them.
Yeah, you know, desperation increases. The Raiders cannot be scared by it, and that was a good timeout by Coach Bremingen.
And there's the steal. Yellow Jackets will have it. Stockton comes up with it. Brewer with it. Back over to the right side, but that's taken away by Borchers. Borchers going to go down the lane against Brewer and will draw the foul.
Yep. And that was kind of just an unwarranted possession there by the Raiders in the half court. Nice job by Sidney to force the turnover. And they're going to get in people's grills like that. And they're really going to, cause turnovers. They've done a nice job of that. Sidney has caused 22 Raider turnovers here so far. So nice job by the Sidney defense here tonight.
Borchers will hit the free throw. Clark and Scully will come in as McNeil and Vordermark will go out. Borchers with the second free throw. That'll make it a 16-point Ruschi lead. Brewer up court against Borchers. Brewer towards the timeline, over to Stockton in the wing. Stockton handling the basketball against Putoff. Misses the shot, puts it back up, and
wow.
in.
Stockton had 3 Raiders on her, but she willed her way to the basket. What a phenomenal player is Allie Stockton.
Got 9 points on the night, which is under her average for last season. Putoff, short jumper. Simone gets the roll.
She just reminds me of a vintage old-time basketball player. I love watching Simone's grit.
That's the way I shot.
She puts her head down, and she just goes with the flow, and doesn't have the most ethical or the way the coaches would teach to shoot, but she just puts her head down and plays like a bull. So nice job by Simone Putoff. She's in double figures tonight, along with Cece Borchers and Ella Haney, and Kate Sherman has 8 as well. So what a balanced scoring attack by the Raiders. To have 3 people and almost 4 in double figures is very impressive.
Yep, balanced attack for the Raiders. Scully has it for Sidney. She gets it back over to Hudgens. Stockton looks inside. Clark is over on the right side. She's hit the 3 tonight for Sidney, number 34. Stockton double team. Back over to Hudgens from Brewer, and Hudgens will hit it.
Textbook way to escape the trap there by Sidney. A nice wide open shot by Hudgens.
14-point difference. Francis with it. Back over to Putoff.
Got to get rid of that ball if you're Putoff. Yep.
Putoff. Short jump shot from the other side. No good. Hudgens with it. Here comes Sidney. 2.5 minutes to go on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. They pulled it within 12 points at 61-49. Francis trying to lead Simone Putoff, but it's going to go into the Russia cheering section.
You got to slow it down here. It's 2:19 left. You got a 12-point lead. You've let up 2 buckets in a row. It's been nice plays by Hudgens, who's in double figures now.
Scully inside to Clark, working on Sherman. Turnaround shot doesn't go, and Haney with a rebound. Borchers will slow it down as we approach 2 minutes remaining here at Sidney. Russia with a 12-point lead. There's
nice
the feed. Feed from Haney to Sherman.
That's textbook high-low basketball right there. Haney sees the inside positioning that Sherman has, and sometimes those passes can be bad, but not when you have positioning like Sherman did, and Sidney had to help and collapsed on the foul.
Kate Sherman steps to the free throw line. She connects. 62-49. Fourteen-point lead for the Raiders. Clock at 1:50 as Brewer brings it up court. Going the length, and she'll score. 63-51. Borchers over to Putoff. Putoff in trouble. And wisely, Coach Paul Brummagem takes the timeout. With 1:32 to play, the Russia Raiders 63, Sidney 51. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Winners Meats. Quality meats for 4 generations. Hoagie Lumber. Hilsman Automotive.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
Simone Putoff will toss it in for the Raiders. Vordermark will come up with a steal, and she'll score. And she'll go to the free throw line. And with 1:28 to go, Vordermark now has 6 points. And suddenly it's a 10-point game. And Sidney with an opportunity here to cut it to 9 points. Made free throw here.
With the 12-point lead this late in the game, I think that's one of those where you veer off if you're Sophie Francis and just let it go. You keep the clock rolling. Instead, you give Sidney a chance to shoot a free throw, and for Russia's fortune, they miss it. But a mistake there, I think, by the Raiders.
Borchers back over to Francis. He double team. They get it up to Putoff in front of the Raider bench. It's going to go to Haney. She'll go to the floor. It's still loose, and that's going to be Sidney basketball.
And Raiders now, kind of the turnovers have been resurfacing here late in the game. with that Sidney pressure. They're trying to conserve time here.
Clock at 1:10. Brewer. They zigged when they should have zagged, and it goes out of bounds as Gubeau will come back into the lineup, and Francis will catch a break with 1:09 to go. Putoff to inbound it. Sherman, triple teamed. Back over to Putoff. Up to Gubeau.
Yep, you can be patient right there if you're Reese. Make them come out on you.
And we are under 1 minute to go, and there's the foul by Vordermark.
And Raiders in the bonus now.
So Borchers will go to the line one more time as Francis comes back into the lineup.
Again, what a great night, and this is just the start of I think a great season. What we got here in NKTelco Sports, I think we got 148 high school basketball games to watch this year, so it should be a great season.
Stockton, you'll see her many more times here on NKTelco Sports. Brewer off the glass, shot doesn't go. Sherman with the rebound. Down to 40 seconds. Raiders 10-point lead. Sherman.
Looking up court Haney wide open. And Haney wide open there. Could have put the icing on the cake on her great night.
Vordermark gets it over to Hudgens. She'll take the jumper. No good. Rebound to Borchers. 20 seconds. Pace is not changing, is it?
No, not at all. And that's one thing you respect out of Sidney. They're a great team, and they are playing hard till the buzzer, even though being down by 10.
And that is very true. Yellow Jackets really continuing the pressure. You look at this one, though, in that third quarter when the Raiders outscored them 22-11, that's really the difference in this one. Yellow Jackets had some really offensive problems.
Yeah, and Russia, there's not many times in the Shelby County League where you see people get in the 60s. It doesn't happen too often, especially in Shelby County girls basketball. So this could be a season high maybe, but it's playing a team like this for Russia that's going to be one of the top teams in Division 4 this year to look out for in the region. It gives them kind of a sense of what Tri-Village will bring them. They play them December 7th. Russia runs a gauntlet to start the season. They play Minster tomorrow night, and they get Fort Laramie on Tuesday. Not an easy task for anyone to start with. I don't know anyone in Division 4 who might have a harder slate to start the season than Russia.
Brewer back over to Stockton. She'll shoot the three and net it. 65-56, and the final 10 seconds are counting down. And there's going to be a foul by Vordermark, and number 5, Maya Monin, will step to the free throw line with a chance to get her first points of the night. 3.6 seconds remain on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
And a great game here tonight. Both teams that are going to have great seasons.
Monin connects on the free throw. Eliza Garrity, number 12, into the lineup for the Raiders, as is number 42, Riley Hammonds. Second free throw, no good. McNeil will get it, and that's going to be it for us. Nice win for the Russia Raiders over a strong Sidney squad, or at least we think it is, as we move along this 21-22 basketball season. Our score, the Russia Raiders 66, Sidney 56. We'll be back with our Wagner's IGA recap. You are watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Allglaze and Sidney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
The 2021-22 basketball season is off and running, and Russia and Sidney did it in fine style. Raiders coming up with a nice 66-56 win over the Yellow Jackets. High-paced basketball game. Third quarter, a big difference for the Russia Raiders. Let's take a look at our numbers, all brought to you by Wagner's IGA.
Thanks, Dave. And looking at this, the stat sheet, the stats tell you the story here, and the Raiders shot a phenomenal 26 of 43 from the field, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. The problem, though, there for them tonight is they didn't have as many opportunities as they would like, with 25 turnovers. That is a lot, and that is something they've got to address here coming forward, even though they've played probably one of the most fast-paced physical teams they'll face all season. It's got to be one of the top 3 fast-paced physical teams they'll see on their regular season slate. 34 rebounds. They dominated the glass with their size advantage. 15 to 21 from the line, just a shade under 75%. Nice job there by the Raiders from the line. Sidney on the flip side, 23 of 65 shooting, 3 of 15 from the three-point line, 13 turnovers, 22 boards, and 3 of 7 from the foul line. Individual scoring, taking a look at Sidney, they were led by Lexi Brewer with 15. Kira Hudgens had 10. Larkin Vordemark had 6. Allie Stockton with 12. Jordan Scully with 5. Reagan Clark with 3. And McNeil had 2 for the Yellow Jackets. So nice job done there by Sidney. They're a great team. And looking back on the Russia side, they were led by Ella Haney with 25 points. The senior setting her new career high tonight after she had 22 last year against Covington. Simone Putoff had a baker's dozen and 13. Cece Borchers with 15. Kate Sherman with 10. Simone Putoff with 2. Maya Monden with 1. And really a balanced, spread out effort for Raiders in double figures tonight.
That's a pretty impressive fact to start the season off, and that leads us into our player of the game, all brought to you by NKTelco. And our player of the game, pretty obvious when you look at those numbers. Ella Haney starts off the new season in fine fashion. She's our player of the game.
She starts her season off with a bang, 25 points. I was talking to a Raider fan the other day, and she said, watch out for Ella Haney. She's grown a couple inches over the season. The Raiders' tallest player is Kate Sherman. She said she's about as tall as Kate, and, come and see her on a floor level, and the person that told me that was right. And now I see her, Ella goes off tonight. The Raiders took advantage of the clear advantage that they had, which was the inside game, and they took advantage of that with 25 points from Haney, 10 points from Sherman, who really got going in the second half. They struggled turning the ball over, and they flipped tomorrow night. They play the Minster Wildcats, who, you play a team like Sidney, you play like Minster, it is a whole different ball game that they're going to have to play. They're going to go home, sleep tonight, wake up for shoot around in the morning, and they're going to face a whole different team in Minster. They've got a nice player on the inside, an Ella Mesher, that they got to focus on. It's going to be a more post-oriented team. So really they're flipping the script on what they saw tonight. And now for Sidney, we see that this is a good team. It's a young core. Not the depth's maybe not there, but they've got a great starting lineup, and those guys are going to win a lot of games, and they're going to compete in that Valley Division, and they have a great chance of repeating in that Valley Division, and we'll be back here doing a lot of their games. I'm excited to see them. Yeah, 2 very talented teams here in our opening game here on NKTelco Sports. Like to thank player of the game, all brought to you by NKTelco, and our stats all brought to you by Wagner's IGA. Tonight's game being brought to you by the following sponsors: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sidney All-Glaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, Cargill, and NKTelco. Also, follow WCSM AM 1350, 96.7 FM, and their internet-exclusive games on WCSMradio.com all season. Your sports leader in Mercer and All-Glaze counties. Also like to thank these sponsors: 5-star recruitment sponsor, Crown Equipment Corporation. MVP sponsors, Clopay and Nidec Minster. Scoreboard, First National Bank. Keys to the Game, Keyhole Pizza. Replays, Winners Meats. Starting lineup, Sidney All-Glaze Audiology. Timeout sponsor, Precision Strip. Stats and recap sponsor, Wagner's IGA.
Our player of the game brought to you by NKTelco, and our Sidney game sponsor brought to you by Cargill. And also like to remind you that tonight's game, NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's game on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Wednesday, November the 24th at 7 p.m. and Thursday, November 25th at 9 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. And our crew here tonight, I'm Dave Helmstetter, and alongside me tonight, Brandon Coberman. Thanks for joining us on game number 1 of the high school basketball season here on NKTelco Sports. Our final score, one more time, the Russia Raiders 66, the Sidney Yellow Jackets 56.